Good afternoon, Judge Beckwith. I think we've got you on now.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to pick the virtual background to make it work. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, there we go. Can you see me?
Not yet.
Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Well, welcome to the first Board on Professional Responsibility meeting of this term. We appreciate having you here.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, Your Honor.
So good to see everyone. And I like your backgrounds too, though you are much more adept at getting there than I was. Shall I just start? I can make a few introductory comments if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Pardon me?
Yes, please. You've got the floor.
Okay, thank you. Chief Judge Blackburn Rigsby is obviously very sorry that she couldn't be here with you today and that you're stuck with the lesser associate judge, but she didn't actually say that, but she's actually very good at these things, and I'm kind of a rookie. But given what an important part of our court system the board is, and given how critical your role is in its work, I'm really honored to have been asked, and I will do my best. It's been a long couple of years. I was thinking every time we get an email or a message or something about what we've been going through these past couple of years, it's impossible to talk about it in ways that aren't cliche, because how many times can you use the word unprecedented? But, I'll just say it's been a long couple of years. And I know that the board, like the court, has had to make many adjustments to keep doing its work and doing it so well. And the fact that we're having this meeting on Zoom is both, I think, a testament to how adept we've become at doing things completely differently, notwithstanding my inability to get on here with you all today. But it's also some evidence that the pandemic is still with us and still affecting our operations in ways large and small. So as you probably all know, the court is going to be returning to in-person arguments as we start our new term this month. And I understand the board is going to be addressing its own protocol going forward. And, these are difficult questions. So our staff has been working hard, on a hybrid system that will allow arguments to take place with some participants in person and some appearing on screen remotely, which seems awfully complicated to me, but I'm told these things can work. So, this would allow for maximum flexibility, not just for COVID purposes, for people who want to, not get it or avoid giving it to other people, but also to keep the trains running when we have snowstorms or other situations that make it hard or impossible to get to the court. So that's something we are looking forward to hopefully getting set up. A quick update on just a few other things going on at the court, and I'll be very brief because I know you all are busy people. After having multiple vacancies remain unfilled for what seemed like forever, we finally had 2 new judges take the bench this year. In February of this year, Judge J.P. Howard, who came from the Office of Administrative Hearings, where he was an administrative law judge, and Judge Lauren Ali Khan, who was the Solicitor General for the district, were both sworn in on the same day in February as associate judges for the Court of Appeals. And unfortunately, they did not have the luxury of easing into the job. I think we dumped a boatload of cases on their desks and said, please resolve these promptly and well. Thank you and good luck. And they've been doing a great job, and we're obviously so happy to have them. But as quickly as we fill vacancies, we seem to get new ones. Judges Ali Khan and Judge Howard filled Judge John Fisher's spot when he took senior status, and Judge Phyllis Thompson's spot when she took senior status. It was August of 2020 for Judge Fisher, and I think February of this year for Judge Thompson. But we still have not fill the vacancy that was created when Judge Oberle retired almost 10 years ago now in 2013. And Judge Glickman was just appointed to be a senior judge, which creates another vacancy. So thankfully, he will remain in active status until his successor is appointed. And there is a nomination pending before the Senate, that of Vijay Shankar. So fingers crossed, but I guess the dream of having a full court is yet to be realized. We were thinking that we might get a lull in our caseload because of, the fewer number of trials that are taking place across the street in Superior Court in 2020, and particularly last year in 2021. But it turns out not to be the case, or at least not as much as one might have expected or hoped. And that is because of the number of COVID-related appeals that were not, of course, a thing before the pandemic. So like, for example, in 2020, we got 58 COVID-related appeals, more than half of which were appeals from motions for compassionate release. And last year in 2021, we had 185 appeals involving compassionate release motions. So we resolved all but 6 of those that year, but that's a huge number of new matters that we didn't see before. So I don't know what the numbers of compassionate release appeals are for this year, but I can guess based on the few times I've been on the motions panel for a month that it's a lot. And the regular appeals are picking up again. So we will definitely need those vacancies filled. But enough about the court. Let's get to the task at hand and swear you all in. And I can't tell whether you are all muted or unmuted, but it would be great if you would be unmuted. So it's like we're talking to each other when we do the oath. And I should ask all of you whether you are ready to take the oath.
Yes.
Okay. Looks like everyone's ready. So please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I,
Bernadette Self,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will perform the duties delegated to me
that I will perform the duties delegated to me
by the District of Columbia Court of Appeals
by the
District of Columbia Court of
Court of
Appeals,
Appeals,
pursuant to the rules governing the bar,
Pursuant
to the rules governing the bar,
and that without regard to race, creed, or economic circumstances,
and that
and that without regard to race, creed, or economic circumstances,
I will adjudicate cases of attorney discipline
I will
adjudicate cases of attorney
discipline,
and this I promise.
and
this
I
I
promise.
I promise.
Wonderful. Congratulations, particularly to the new members who I understand are Dr. Bell and Mr. Gilbertson. Welcome. Congratulations and thank you to you.
Thank you.
And thank you all again for the important work that you do. The Chief Judge and I and all of my colleagues at the Court of Appeals are very grateful for your willingness to serve the court in the city in the capacity that you do. So with that, unless there is anything else you need me to do, I will let you all get back to doing what you do so well. And thanks again for having me. I enjoyed this.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much for joining.